It's day 41. It's a screenwriter's journey. I am your host, writer, not with the most, because if I had the most, I wouldn't be doing this. I would be writing my next screenplay or producing or directing one. Anyways, we left them in the plane. So I'm kind of revisiting this scene where they're flying up there and they're talking about what Holly's doing, which is getting ready, for her new assignment at Miami, which is prison transfer. And then Gary goes on and on about her and everything she's missed out on. And then basically, I'm just adjusting this scene a little bit for Holly to give it as well as she takes it. But her case is a lot shorter. I'm thinking what to do here. Yeah, this whole judge and jury thing. If you love it, leave a comment. It may be the last time you see it, but maybe not. Maybe I didn't change it. I just thought I did. Have you ever had that when you go back and you go, wow, I thought I changed that. Do I really like it that much? Oh, this could be a key point here. He says I should have never come. There's a parachute in back. Could that be foreshadowing? Yeah, what's funny about that is I wrote that as not really a joke, but sort of a dare in a way, knowing, Holly knows that he's not going to grab the parachute. And then I thought several weeks later, what if that came into play? Would that be interesting or would that be too contrived? We'll have to wait and see. But then she says, made you look, which, that's going to change because Holly would never say that. That's just a baby thing to say. All right, so Rachel has made her appearance and is, tell them roughly what's going on. And so Salerno is calling on the FaceTime or whatever. If someone else wants to sponsor this movie, I'll change it from FaceTime to whatever Samsung or Google or whatever does. I'm easy. All right, so not a whole lot changing in this scene where Salerno and Rachel are basically laying it on thick for how great, well, not necessarily her life's going to be, although by extension of all the stuff they're going to shower on her, the free college, cars, house, jewelry, vacations, whatever. So they basically kind of want to overwhelm her. And Salerno isn't doing it really from the place of that as much as Rachel is. Rachel just kind of wants to, in one fell swoop, wants to just sort of push her into this new life and thinks that if she can overwhelm her with all this stuff, then being, quote, a typical teenager, she's just going to go, oh my gosh, I can have all this. Rachel, knowing better and not really thinking, well, she's got friends, she's got a life, which of course her life has just been turned topsy-turvy. So that's kind of the thinking in there. And again, Salerno does it more, I won't say out of love, but just out of, hey, I can give you all this stuff because you're my granddaughter. And then he talks about the test results coming back tomorrow, so that kind of sets up the good old ticking clock that they've got to be rescued by then. Larry ends that scene, as you saw, with a simple, I don't like you very much. So Holly and the kids land up in, I believe it's Wright City or just outside there, some small place where this trampoline park is. Or, is it there? Maybe it's somewhere else. But it only makes sense that they are. So they meet Noble, the FBI guy who is in charge, basically puts Holly in her place right away. And again, if you've been following this, you've read all of this and heard me all before. So I'm just sort of tweaking this. They go to Motel 6. VIP. So, yeah, this is as close as the VIPs get. So they're literally getting put in their place, which is this Motel 6. And Holly is now learning that she is expected to stay there. I believe, I got to think about the logic of that. She goes up there. Paul knows she's going. Paul has told him that she's coming. And maybe he has told Noble, look, not really treat her with kid gloves, but don't make sure she gets involved in anything. And I think if and when Holly finds that out about Paul, he's not going to be too happy. Or did Paul tell the FBI guy, Noble, hey, I've got an agent coming up? And Noble goes, yeah, I know what to do exactly with her, and then throws her in this thing. So that was kind of the thinking, and hopefully you can read what happened in the scene if you hadn't read it before. And then Paul calls her, and they see, all right, gosh, this goes so fast at 500%, but Rachel has got a body cam on, and so Lexi and Larry, who are in the trampoline park, can now be seen by Abby and Gary, which I thought made it a little more real. But now, not even in the present day when I'm recording this voiceover, but I think shortly after that, I realized, as Paul just said, her brilliant idea is to play both sides. And so the FBI gives her the body cam, and she's wearing it, and so then, sorry, I'm just thinking about all this. So who really kidnapped her? Did those FBI agents, if they were, or if they're U.S. Marshal agents, did they get really killed? Did the FBI know that Salerno was going to bring them here, or did they just track them and then they posted people around, which to me makes more sense, and I don't know if that's the way I originally intended it or not. Again, I'm not really following my script very carefully, so hopefully you're multitasking, reading and listening, or maybe you've already turned off the sound and are just reading this. So now I'm trying to answer the question in the script of Larry saying, who were those two guys? And Rachel just being honest. Whenever you hear someone say honestly, that's usually means they're not being honest. But I don't think she frankly knows who they were working for. She doesn't even know if they're dead or not. I think we all can assume they are. Anyways, that wasn't too bad of a day. Day 41. Again, I'm in the middle of rewrites, so sometimes not super exciting unless I have an aha moment take on me. Oh, I sing that song almost once a day. It's so awesome. Watch the music video if you never have. I'm sure you have. Anyways, day 41 of a screenwriter's journey has come to an end. Thank you again for watching or listening or both, and sharing and commenting. And I don't have a Patreon, so you're not giving me money, but that's okay. I'm not in it for the money. Hey, we're screenwriters, right? We'll see you on day 42. And until then, what am I going to say? Right on.